Imagine a world, yeah, where bUNCEE's out the picture, AY's out the picture, and Craig Richards is the one that's gonna go and fight in 4 weeks for the big title. This is not how he imagined it. And Craig is my guy. It's just Bredrin Bias is real, but I just
very real, bro.
I just feel it. I feel that.
Look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on points, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
Come on. It's very important, bro. But listen, before anything, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. People, you're missing out too much information. You don't know when we're live. Why don't you know when we're live? You can't get involved because, listen, your notifications are not on. Yeah?
Hit the bell. Stop wasting time.
Don't mess around. Share this with somebody that doesn't know about this but likes boxing. You know what? Share it to anyone that likes combat sport. We'll turn them into a believer. That's what we do.
Listen, bro, what's your tale of the tape?
Oh my days, bro! You might need to come to me after you, fam. Yeah.
What?
All I'm saying is, big man, what's your tale of the tape?
Bro, my tale of the tape, 2-0. 50% knockout rate.
Come on.
Half the men that entered the ring with me, bro, they left unconscious, brother.
Oh my days.
Now talk to me, fam. Yo, tell me about your tale of the tape.
Bruv, right now, the streets need it. I want to know. I want to know, fam. I want to know, fam. Who would have
What's changed?
Who would have thought in a lockdown, yeah, that I would have added a name, and it's a reputable name, bro. BT Sports. He's been on Channel 5. Don't know. He's been even on Talk Sport, bruv.
Setanta Sports as well, fam.
Setanta as well. He went down with a ship as well, fam. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, I took out Steve BUNCE.
Oh,
listen.
Snap.
I want to know now, fam.
Wait, hold on. Points victory or was it a stoppage?
We don't do points victories, bro. Listen, I've got 100% knockout ratio right now, bro.
Oh my days. And I can never catch you on that. I can never ever catch you.
Listen, 100% knockout ratio. Listen, all the opponents that came in the ring with me left on their backs, bro. Just left right now. I don't even know. I still got to work on my thing, you know, because crazy fans in attendance. You saw what we did to social media, fam. We did, fam. You saw it.
I couldn't believe. You know the funny thing about Steve BUNCE trying to have beef with us, yeah?
Talk to me, bro.
Was that he thought this was gonna be just a light work. He thought, you know, when you think, right, who are these man, you know, one little line shutdown thing. He didn't expect the great defeaters to be what? Are you mad?
And you know what? The great defeaters, yeah. Listen, we move kind of horribly at times because they do, like, literally, because there's moments. We was watching a fighter the other day, and then one of the great defeaters decided we don't like him. And then
Fabio
the whole
Woodley
community said, you know what? It's true.
We're just like, he's too cocky. Why is his hands down? Nah. Not here for it.
We stand with you on these takes. So yeah, I took BUNCE out. It was light work, to be honest. I didn't even. The funny thing is, I was just coming in to support my boy, and then ended up in the ring. You know what I mean? And
tremendous stoppage. Tremendous stoppage.
You know.
I mean, you know, when we talk Monday Night Smoke, and you know, guys go head to head. You know, this is real smoke. You get me? Man has to take it to anybody at any time. So when we did that video, we were talking about the back and forth that I had with Steve BUNCE.
Yeah.
And he came back trying to be all snarky in the DMs. Not the DMs, in the mentions. So let's give everyone a play-by-play, yeah?
Play-by-play, bro.
So we've posted the vid from last episode. We were talking about what happened with me and BUNCE.
Yeah.
He responded to the video and said, we've got 1,000 active professional boxers in Britain and grown men are talking about me on a podcast. Thanks. Buy the book. So then KG came back. Oh my days! I saw the mention. Let's give it a play-by-play. I saw the mention. I said, "Bro," I phoned KG. I said, "Bro, BUNCEE's talking again, bro." KG said, "Hold on, one sec."
I said, "Where is he?"
He went quiet. He went quiet on the phone. I said, "Yo, what you doing, bro?" He said, "I'm going to work." I said, "Oh snap!" So this is KG's response. He said, "Only Mr. BUNCE can see someone doing pad work in the park and think that it's robbing a living from trainers, especially with 1,000 active boxers in Britain.
Because you got
big man. He said, "Big man, you're older than our combined age. Hashtag get out. Or feel free to phone in on Monday Night Smoke, 8 p.m. Undefeated."
Obviously, you got to plug. Listen, two things in this. What he might have missed, just in case, yeah? We always got to plug the pod because he tried to plug his book. And we're not reading your book, bruv. Your book's dead, fam. No one's reading it. We're not interested, bro. So you tried to sell your book you tried to do the Frank Warren thing, bro. Yes, we like books, but obviously, let us know that it's available in audio. But you don't have the technology on your side and then after, he tried to get into that line about how, you know...
He tried to come back in.
He tried to say about that line about we being old.
I've got it. Let me read it.
I'm just trying to break some pieces down. Remember, he tried to say two grown men. So when you say grown men, you started...
You're referring to age.
You're talking about age.
He said two grown men as if to say, because we're grown men, we shouldn't be talking about another man.
There you go.
So anyway, he comes back to you and goes, "Get out where? What does that mean? Are you 6? Listen, do your business, do your Monday Night Smoke bollocks, and good luck to you. Age? Wow, that matters to you? What, are we having a sprint? Swimming 50 meters butterfly? You are muted, son." The funny thing about that response was there were 5 replies from the Great Defeaters. Them man jumped in and were on smoke. So this is where KG gets into his Floyd Mayweather bag.
I had to, bro.
KG said, "All right, cool. So we're in the second round, yeah? At this point, I've gathered data. Let's go to work." KG said, "Mr. Bunce couldn't manage a bit of back and forth. Hashtag rattled. Coming with that. Hashtag no mass energy."
That's good.
He goes, "You mentioned age." I swiftly countered. Hashtag check hook. Now you want to mute. He said, "We bring too much smoke every Monday, 8 p.m. Undefeated pod. Imagine. Hashtag with all your boxing knowledge. Hashtag and still." Crazy settings. At this point, you know, the fight was stopped immediately in the second round with Bunce not fit to continue. And then we saw in his post-fight, you know, obviously after he got stopped, he had a post-fight, you know, discussion with someone else.
I didn't know. I left the ring. I just walked out still.
Oh yeah, the fight was over. But I'm saying he stayed to give his defeat post-fight. Because obviously when you get retired, it's over, innit? So you got to talk. So then, you know, Dan the Man, shout out to Dan the Man for tweeting him and just saying, "Look, you should come and jump on the Undefeated pod." So then he came back to him and said, I'm just trying to find the tweet now. Oh my days, this made me laugh way too much.
Yeah, you know, listen.
He goes, oh, where is it? I can, okay, I know where it is.
Listen.
There we go. Okay.
You got it? Because while you're doing that, I could just say, like, again, it just felt like a victory to me.
There we go. So he came back and he goes, a simple solution would be for the so-called experts to get on with their business. I'm not part of this BS club. Sorry. Fam. No mess. He didn't even at anybody back, fam. He was completely done with it.
He, listen, certain times, because I didn't get enough boxing references from him. All I did was counter with the energy that he came to us with. You know, So I would have appreciated if he didn't go into other sports the way he did, and he just kind of focused on what we were trying to talk about. I think, you know, again, he'll come back though. He'll go again.
All I said, and then from the Undefeated page, the man would just like, listen, like, bro, why are you swearing? First of all, why the profanity? Secondly, you're the expert. We're not the experts, bro. You are. So explain to us why only professional top fighters must be the one to carry out street pad work. No response. Guy's a clown, fam.
No, but wait, Trav, again, he'll come again. You know, he's a hell of a pundit.
Look, he's had a hell of a career. I'm sure he'll come back again. Do you know what I mean? There's no reason to say that he can't be. Look, he's still a champion in my eyes. He's a hell of a competitor. Thing is, Bunce ain't even an idiot. Like, he's a boxing historian. But you know when them men are dinosaurs, fam? Like, them guys there that think no one should chat to them. I find it funny because I'm like, it's not even like you're an ex-fighter, bro. No, but you're literally someone who loves boxing, and your knowledge of the thing made you a historian, which is great.
No, but when we have to understand, Travis, what you have to really deep is BT Sport let us know that he's an expert in all things black. So
useless. Absolutely useless.
He should essentially be telling us how to feel about him. Fam. I'm looking at BUNCE. Bro, you know what's funny is that pure man who just followed BUNCE saw the exchange and started showing love to us because they saying that he just chats crap. I said, oh my days.
You know,
shouts out to BUNCEE boy,
shouts out to BUNCE, man. You get me? It's a nice name to add to the record. Record is looking clean.
Yeah,
you know,
family, the record was looking clean. You know, BUNCE did his thing.
Yeah.
End of the day, then we had people reach out to us to give us some gems about BUNCEE.
Oh, let's go. Because we got to dig up the receipts because we keep going. 50 cents down.
Yeah, I said, oh snap. Man said, where is this now? It's an article.
This is the best one. This is the best article we've seen in the world.
Oh my goodness. Where are we?
And this segment's going to be called Dumb
Oh,
Shit.
here we go.
Let me just say this, though, to preface it. This segment is now going to be called Dumb Shit Said by BUNCE. So go ahead.
So here's the article that BUNCE wrote for Indie Sport. And he said, welcome back, Tyson Fury, another deposed king who suffered in exile as Muhammad Ali did.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
I said, wow. Let's just have a look at what we are comparing. Man said suffered in exile as Muhammad Ali did. You're talking about a man that went to trial against the US government and said, I refuse to go to war with these men whilst I'm suffering racism at home. No Viet Cong ever called me an N-bomb, fam. Yeah? And he got banned from boxing for 3 years as a result of standing up for what he believed in. And then we compare that to Tyson Fury, who failed a drug test. A 2-year ban out the ring, drug test ban, yeah? Then putting on 300 pounds. Being out of shape. I understand mental health. That's a personal thing to have to deal with. Cool. But we're putting that power for power, fam. With Muhammad Ali.
Again, as an official signee to MTKG Sport, I choose to abstain from this part of the conversation.
You need to do, fam. But whilst your man BUNCEE is out here talking listen, I feel like this is the new segment, fam. The BUNCEE report.
That's good. That's good. And anytime we find something else stupid that he says, we will mention it. But anyway, bro, that's enough time spent on him. It was a good victory, but you know, we've got
to keep moving forward.
We've got to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? I'm trying to unify my division. So you know, let's get into comments, bro.
All right, cool. Vibes FC says, imagine casually hitting pads in the park and you turn around to see Steve, the Black History Month expert dunce, shaking his fist in anger. Flip's sake, man. Jay Francis, he said, best boxing pod by far, held us down through all the lockdowns and in between. Thank you, lads.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I like that, man.
Comment. Dylan White. Sorry, just trying to get into the pod as well. There you go. War Base says Travis dissections are worthy of that Capricorn seal of approval.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Except for the Dylan White stuff. White beats both Fury and Wilder for one simple reason. He has no fear or respect for either of them as fighters in a gladiatorial sense. He's seen the blueprint to beating Wilder from the Klitschko camp, so he would know how to take that right hand away from him. The only person Wilder has KO'd going backward was Spilka, but he ain't had the best punch resistance. So believing he's going to be able to stop White if he pushes him back is wild to me. Wilder's been out of the ring for a while and notoriously doesn't train unless he has to, or either he's going to be hella rusty or running the risk of getting old overnight and losing his natural athletic gifts. Not to mention, he doesn't like to work in fights. So if you keep forcing him back, making him throw when he doesn't want to, making him move or tying him up, his gas tank is going to deplete rapidly. With Fury, he's extremely vulnerable to his left side because of how he rolls away from shots. Being that Wilder allegedly knocked the man down in sparring, he's gonna have to go into he's gonna go into the fight with super confidence, especially with Fury not being able to sit down on his straight punches that well. He'll have no fear of that power. I'm saying these fights will be easy. Saying these fights will not be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm happy to bet money he wins both. War base, my fighter. I had to take time and read that. You notice my dyslexia didn't really kick in there because I was on it, fam.
Listen, don't make me get my fighter, fam. My fighter signed to Trevor X Promotions, Maestro. Boy, what can I say, fam? I'm looking forward to the future, fam. Soulstar 89, easy guys, hope you're blessed. You need to read the comments as not everyone, hashtag in brackets myself now, can tune in for Monday Night Smoke live. Anyway, let me enjoy this pod as I have a lot to say over the past weekend. So then he gets into his comment bag, fam. You know Soulstar's a heavy blitzing puncher, fam.
Yeah. He doesn't mess around.
So it goes, I suggested time ago that you guys in Boxing with Ade should do something together. I knew you guys would gel. Shouts out to Boxing with Ade, fam. He's just showing mad love, man. It's dope.
Thank you so much.
So Soulstar goes on to say, I honestly don't think Dillian Whyte at times is like him looking clumsy at times is a problem. I say this as if he was in a lighter division like welterweight, he'd be in trouble. Heavyweights don't move a lot as they are heavy and that drains energy. I feel Whyte will handle Wilder in a convincing manner. Under Xavier, he has improved his footwork and composure. He seems lighter on his feet, in quotes, at times. Then he goes on to say, the Whyte versus Povetkin rematch was extremely similar to Lewis versus Rotman's rematch. Why is Lewis getting the accolades, but Whyte could have been better? My thing is, it's not that he could have been better. It's the fact that, look, man, I wasn't even criticizing Whyte when I said what I was saying. I basically said Povetkin clearly wasn't the same Povetkin. That's it. That's literally all I was saying. And there's no way you can look at that and be like, yes, he was. Because come on, man.
Okay. We're not gonna get into it. We did a mad one in that deep dive. So
yeah,
I let it go.
Yeah.
Listen, I got one here that's really interesting. Untraceable Don says, Maestro's changed my opinion on Joe Joyce. My opinion has changed. If only he was younger, he would dominate for a long time. Get a motto in next time on Monday Night Smoke. He is hilarious. KG is 100% right, as he will be working the body continuously. Trevor is making me reevaluate the power I assume Dillian had. His resume is clear about it. I'm almost certain now that he wouldn't get past Joe Joyce or maybe even Dubois. That's when it gets mad. I was rocking with you, but saying Whyte might not be able to get past Dubois is crazy.
Yeah, Dubois. No. Sorry, bro.
Dubois is too.
I can't let you get that Dubois bar off still.
He's too new. He's too green. He's too green to add him into the conversation. But yeah, man. I think that's good. I'm happy.
I got last one. Someone said, if I remember right, you and Christopher were laughing on Marku's win over Charlton, talking about Chris Congo. Nah, bro, we weren't laughing over the win over Charlton, fam. Nah, not at all. We were laughing at the fact that Marku didn't fight Chris Congo. Yeah? Then like there was the Charlton fight hadn't even happened yet, I don't think.
I like he did that. I like that he did.
Yeah, he tried to go back and do that, but
I like it
yeah,
still. And you know
it's
what?
Fine.
Well done. Big up for doing that, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
It worked,
I would love to
though.
hear you to call in on Monday where we can respond. Yeah, I mean, that's all, bro. That's all we're asking for. Call in. But again, Marku had a great performance, and Congo promised us. Congo promised more. Let's not pretend.
Cool. We won't dance around it.
Congo promised more than what he gave us. Congo knows that. I know he's in the gym. I know he's reevaluated the whole thing. He's thinking about it.
But the thing is, we didn't like try and do any sugarcoating thing last episode. It was quite clear the criticisms of the performance. So,
and I enjoyed Marku's. I didn't like. We done the fight live.
The Marku, we didn't be laughing at Marku. Laughing. That conversation we had with Congo was before the Marku fight anyway. No. And then after that, when we were talking about, how do you feel about Marku in the second Congo interview, he was saying, I'm focused on McKinson right now.
Oh yeah.
He even said I don't even mean to spoil the vibes and that, I'm not here to talk about these man. So bro.
Yeah. I remember you're talking about the first Congo interview that we had.
The first one.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway,
facts.
Let's pod now.
Let's go.
All right. So this weekend we saw Frampton lose to Herring.
Yeah.
Tough fight, man. Tough fight. It's It's a sad end to a good career.
That's true. That's true. And Frampton, it was the ending speech that done it for me when he spoke. Because at first I was like, Frampton, why'd you do that? Do you know what I mean? When he came into the what do you call it?
He came into that. The higher you build your berry. It's like, fam, that's not the tune that lets me know you're ready for war, bro.
Something inside so strong. Again, like we know something inside is so strong. That's why you're fighting.
That's why you're fighters, bro.
It felt like he was trying to remind himself that something inside was so strong, and that didn't feel good for me. And it also felt like a you know that thing that you do when you're closing your career, but you want that video, you want that entrance that you never had. You know what I mean? So you say, you know what? Slow that video down now with something inside so strong. And then with compilations of you mashing man up.
Of the good highlights. Yeah, that works.
It looks brilliant. Show it to your grandkids, they have to believe in it. You know what I mean? You got belts.
You know, I don't even think it's that, you know. I think he came to win. But I think whenever you hear a fighter going into this basically saying, if I lose, I'm going to retire. Like that talk there is almost like an absolute red flag for your mentality for this fight.
Yeah, but
if I can't win on Saturday night, it's over for me.
Yeah,
that means you're flirting with it being over. Yeah. And in his statement that he put out today, one of the first things he says, win, lose or draw, I was going to retire.
There you go. You see that thing there? You see, there's this line, it's biblical, about lukewarm. Spit that out, fam. You gotta be hot or cold, fam. You know what I mean? You weren't hot. You came into this fight just in a meh, and it was a meh performance. You know what I mean? I think that might be a bit harsh. No. The reason why I say that is because it was always a big ask anyway. Going up in that weight, getting in there with the champ, you're on the down slope of your career. It was always a big ask. I don't think he's necessarily a lackluster performance. No, you gotta, because what you gotta say to yourself is, yes, Herring had a wicked jab. He knew how to use his height. He knew how to use all these things. But I felt like, as that thing of being, you knew what was going to happen after this fight. Herring was talking about the next few fights, about unifying and doing this, that, and the other. You can't, a fighter can't go into a fight saying, because it's over. What we do,
and I think,
don't go and ring.
Sorry.
That's it. That's my own thing. So it's not in a critique to him, but it's like you had no other plans. You had no more plans past this moment, and that means that you weren't mentally right to be competing on that night. Because I think that when he did decide he cut Herring. When he did get inside and cut the distance, and he showed like ability along with belief, and he does have skill, because look at what he's achieved in his time. He had success. But however, there was things that were not together. It weren't all in a pot together. All the seasons weren't there. You know what I mean? So that's why I say that. It's no disrespect to him, because he's achieved things in a game where he can be proud. He goes home to his family.
I think the situation is, when you know it's the end, when you start taking a beating, there's nothing really there for you to dig deep and continue to be fighting through it. So realistically, once he started to get it cracking, it's almost like he's like, I wouldn't say he quit. There was nothing in that performance that I saw that made me think, he swallowed it. But what I'm referring to is that fire in you that makes you go for, like, I don't know exactly how to word this, but there's something mentally where you're in a place where it's like, no, I'm not losing because I'm Carl friggin' Frampton, bro. As opposed to, I'm at the end, I'm done. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think you come up against adversity when you're already on quitting's door, the retirement door. There's just that part where you go, I think maybe now it's time to call it. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think we saw. I just felt like it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, I don't think he. Just to clarify my point, I don't think he quit. But I think when you're deep down in your spirit, this is the last one. Why would you continue to go through the madness?
That's all. And he knows. And sometimes fighters just want to be in that situation. They love a training camp. They love to, and you're trying to, because what I saw was a man that loves something, but he knows that it's no longer time to do it. But then those practices don't go nowhere. That being that man is not going to leave you.
This is typical of me. but I have a David Haye example of when I've seen this happen. When he went down against Bellew, there's a point where he's literally on both knees and he's going, like, it's almost like he's saying to himself, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm really done out here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep getting up, but yeah, this is it. It's over. I'm getting caught with stupidness.
But the funny thing is, David Haye has been in situations where he's always kept himself fit in terms of physically, you know, at least aesthetically to the eye. It's not like
to the public. You'd look at David Haye and think he was absolutely ready to go.
So he lives a decent fitness regime. What he's been given in boxing is stuck to him. He can't get rid of it. And I think for Frampton, he's got to now almost reshape his life, you know, and probably his last fight should have been not this fight. The one before should have been his final fight, and then because this delay could not have helped as well. Like, think about that, bro. And I didn't think Herring, no disrespect to Herring, but I didn't think he was amazing. You know, I didn't. Think
I can see Herring losing his next. Like, if he gets in there with one of the top guys, I can see him losing it.
100%.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still good though. Like, I wouldn't look at him and think he's just you know what I mean, like a fake champ or one of them.
Oh no, he's a throwback. Everything about Herring was throwback. He gave me
even the moustache shape.
He had throwback energy the whole way through. But again, it's just that his gas tank started to go down in early rounds as well. Remember when he could have got the finish early and he just couldn't. He's on
retirement door as well. He's 35,
and he spoke about it.
Yeah, I think it's tough though. I mean, I always think about fighters going into retirement and what that's going to be like. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I just think, well, how do you feel about the next stage of life? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I've seen Frampton doing a lot of talking gigs. He's got a good podcast. You know, with who's that with? I think it's with Joe. I think so. I can't remember. But I can see he's getting into that bag.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I always think about fighters and think, okay, so what's your next stage of your life looking like? Are you confidently going to that, or is it absolute nerves?
Yeah.
Because a lot of men, the big fight at that point is to stay retired. Do you know what I mean? Like, Andre Ward talks about it all the time. Lewis talked about it in an interview. I can imagine for Lewis that must have been mad because he literally retired absolutely as the champ, undisputed. But it's like, you see new man coming up and there's that part of you that fires up when you see a new champ raise a belt and go, I'm ready for anyone. Like, there's a part of you that's got to see that and think, whoa. Yeah.
Belly's retired quite well, actually, I'd have to say.
But I think it's different when you get retired. And not to say that, I think he was always planning to retire, but when Usyk knocked man out, you say to yourself, it's over. It's not really up to you.
He knew that he wasn't supposed to come back after the Haye one. He actually said it to himself. He spoke to the wife. Yeah. He spoke to the wife and kids. You know, they was like, stay safe. And then he was like, that's right. I'm gonna come home and stay safe with you lot. And then after he said he saw Usyk moving around in the ring. And he thought,
I can do it.
I need to fight you. You know what I mean? And ever since then though, because that fighting spirit doesn't go. That fighting spirit doesn't
I was about to say, I don't think that even goes, bro. I think they still look at fighters of present day. I think Tony Bellew, David Haye, all of these men watched the Coley's fight and thought to themselves, I could have him. Because of the spirit that these men walk around with.
Yeah.
The fighters, in the same way that you'd say, when I see an elderly person and they walk around and I say, yeah, that's an old man. But I guarantee if I have a little chat with him and banter with him after a couple of whiskeys, I bet he starts to tell me about his old days. And I don't think they're going to be too different to my days now.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So the spirit don't get old. Yeah, so I reckon they sat there and they watched the Coley and thought to themselves, oh, I'd love to get in there. Not to say a Coley is like an easy target, but just the fire in them. Like, you're the man in the cruiserweight division. That's my division, bro.
Well, as you said it, you're saying that right now, and you got to understand that they're talking about the Legends League. The thing that me and you were getting back and forth about a while back, the Legends League,
it's happening.
It's a serious idea. It's not now. Before it was like, oh, haha, that's funny. Now it's become more serious because you're looking at Triller and these different
Triller are feeding these men as well. Like,
there you go.
I'm seeing Oscar De La Hoya. I'm seeing, bro, it's crazy.
We're talking about real fighters coming back into the game, you know. So then you talk about here you go, Conor Then you talk about KAHN. Even I'm watching KAHN, and I'm saying that even Amir KAHN is everything that he's been through, all the wars that he's been through, he gets the itch. You see him at his gym. You see him at his gym saying, you know what, though? Like, and he's telling someone, even when watching the doc, I'm thinking, he's talking to his trainer, he's like, push me harder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that fighter does not go away.
It doesn't go. It's almost like they have to re-educate themselves on who they are.
Yes.
And saying, it's gone now.
Yes.
That's why a lot of fighters have to get knocked out for them to realize. That's why I have so much respect for guys who retire at the top. Man like Calzaghe, Lennox Lewis, those guys to say, you know what? Yeah, now's enough. That takes a big decision, bro.
And again, even Foreman came back a few times. Foreman was fighting for too long, actually. He took the liberties.
He fought when he was into his 40s, bro.
Yeah, he took the liberties.
I think, but I think with him, though, because he had that mad layoff from the Ali fight, he had some unfinished business with the sport. That's really what I think it is, because it's like I cut it short for no reason, man. But then he came back and he still won a belt. So it's like
which is crazy, but the boxers love that line, unfinished business. Bro, sometimes let the business finish.
Sometimes the business is over, bro. If I hear a fighter that's fully done coming back talking about there's still more to there's not more to settle, bro.
If Audley Harrison tells us that he has unfinished business, I say listen.
Audley Harrison would still convince someone. That man there is a specialist in poker, fam.
You know,
he got that from the boxing game.
Yeah.
Go on. Conor Benn's fighting this weekend.
We'll be doing a live as always.
Of course.
We'll be here for your viewing needs. We'll be doing a live that day. Conor Benn.
Yeah.
Back in it. Back again. And what do you call it? It's funny because Amir KAHN has actually offered advice to Conor.
Yeah, he did. He's basically saying how, like, watch out, he's still a dangerous opponent. It only takes one punch. He goes, I beat him, but, because he got knocked down against Vargas, I think a couple times, actually. And he still got the win. I remember Conor Benn was talking about it. He's like, I know he was in there with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, his chin, Amir KAHN's chin is not, the best chin in the world. But, at the end of the day, I still respect Vargas and And then Conor Benn was saying, I'm still up for an all-British clash. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can really see myself, like, getting there with a Kell Brook or an Amir KAHN. I was just like, he wants to catch a body, bro, because them guys are done. He'd batter them as well,
What's that?
He would batter them. He'd batter either of them, fam.
Yeah,
I promise. Kell Brook is done. KAHN ain't got that speed. Is gonna last 2 rounds, and then Conor's gonna absolutely mash his head off, bro.
You know what? Like, I don't.
He will mash them up. Understand I said that.
What weight is KAHN?
The weight that they're at, bro, 147, fam. Mashes them man up. They are so done. Fam.
Conor's green,
Conor's green, but I promise you, bro, once he decides he wants smoke, they don't have the batteries for it.
But wait, are we sure that Conor can...
Batters.
Can Conor beat Avanesian?
No, I don't know. Okay, now we're going to be doing different conversation. I'm saying these men are shot fighters. They're shot to bits, bro. The minute he turns up the gears on Kell Brook and decides, you know what, I'm having it.
No, I'm Kell Brook. Get him out here. Get Kell the hell out of here. Yeah?
Same with Amir KAHN. Same with Amir KAHN.
I think Amir KAHN.
Don't do that. Once Conor lands, down he goes.
Has Conor got devastating power, though?
It's not about devastating power. Trust me. He lands clean on KAHN. KAHN goes down. And the thing is, KAHN falls down like a door, bruv. Boom. And then he gets up hella fast, and he does all the right things to the ref to make the ref think, yeah, he's cool. He comes in, down he goes again. Trust me, bro.
Has KAHN got enough skill? Because I'm just talking about the greenness. The only thing why I was going to give KAHN a chance against Conor is because
Conor's green.
Conor's green. And I believe in KAHN's skill. His skill level is...
KAHN's skill has never been KAHN's problem. KAHN's problem is his attitude. He's got a roadman's brain. That every time KAHN gets hit or roughed up, immediately goes, wait, you think I'm a dickhead?
Yeah.
And he just goes for it like an idiot, bro. He could be doing all... Bro, he was up on all the scorecards. He won every round of the first 4 against Danny Garcia. Something in him said, yeah, I'm going to stand there and trade. Boom. Now we're doing happy dance in the ring, fam.
But I just feel like... I hear what you're saying, like, and I don't want to be out here disparaging Conor because it's not that. But I'm just thinking.
And people think I diss KAHN weekly, but it just comes up that way. I rate KAHN. I was a fan of KAHN especially when he fought Maidana.
That's it. And you know what's so mad, Trav? Even watching back this, I've only watched episode 1, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, the KAHN.
Yeah, watching that back. There's little cheesy moments that I hate, like when they switch to the VTs and he's in all the brands. When or the fair and he's looking like a Eubank, he's looking like a BTEC Eubank. All that stuff, I hate that. But when you look at KAHN, yeah, I have my respect for him. It goes up because Bolton, staying true to where you're from. KAHN can live anywhere in the world. Let's have it right. He's in Bolton. Do you know what I mean? And
the main thing, I was watching it with my family, and my sister said, of all places he could live, and it's like you gotta say, you know what, salute, man. He's repping for Bolton in Bolton.
Salute, like people don't do that. Even the fact that he's built, and now there's some scatty things with KAHN in terms of he built the wedding hall, 11 million, still isn't ready yet. I couldn't believe it. It's like, yeah, the glass is done, and I was like, wait, who's making? The way you've managed this is how I see you done some career choices, because 11 million and the interior's not done yet and it's meant to cost 3 million.
It's crazy, bro.
That's not good, but then you can see what it's going to do for Bolton. You can see that the wedding, like having that venue is going to change the game. And that he's done that from living in that square, because all I see is it's rags to riches.
No, it is, and I do respect him. And the thing is, I don't even dislike KAHN. I've been a fan of KAHN. That Garcia fight, I bet decent money on him to win that fight.
Yeah.
But like, I liked him as a champion as well. Like, I liked when he fought Lamont Peterson. Fair enough, he didn't come through victorious, but obviously the steroid thing on Peterson's part. But it was good fights. He was always giving us good fights, and I did like his ability to just go to America and be like, "Rah, I'm here with a trainer out here. I'm trying to compete with these guys. I'm taking the fights." Do you know what I'm saying? And he's not a bum at all. 2-time world champ. You've got to respect that.
Yeah.
It's just how things have played out down the line, where he's made a fool of himself in a couple, not necessarily in boxing, but that little AJ debacle about him taking his wife and all these kind of other things. He's made himself a laughing stock on a couple of occasions, to the point where you say, you're now the guy on the punchline, the receiving end of the punchline.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And, now you're getting knocked out because of the fights you're taking. Realistically, you could say, the bravery. But you're getting in there with Canelo and Terence Crawford, and these men are battering you.
Yeah.
And now it's like...
they're different, though. But even, obviously, the Zab Judah fight is like... It's hard because Zab, it was fought for way too long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a weird fight. I never understood that stoppage. He claimed it was a low blow to end the fight, where it's like, clearly it wasn't.
Yeah, so, again, for someone that's left Bolton, and, it started up in Bolton, was open about his, being a Muslim, the pilgrimage to Mecca, doing all these things, and you're saying...
Oh, also something I picked up, which I thought was quite interesting, is... Because, I won't pretend for anyone, just for sake of pure transparency. Finding out Prince Naseem was from Yemeni was like a proper shock for me. Because I thought all this time he was Asian, Indian specifically. So when I'm seeing that Amir Khan, obviously he's like the first from the community, and he talks about now parents are kind of looking at, parents from that community are looking at boxing as a viable option for their kids.
There you go.
I start to see that the impact and the representation that he had for his community was fully a lot higher than, do you know what I mean? Like, not maybe different in a way that I thought was happening from Nas. Yeah. I can't imagine people were just fully not backing Nas from those communities. But at the same time, when someone is legit from where you're from, it hits harder. So I was just seeing that, I was like, you're important to your community, especially what you've done in boxing.
And that's key. And the fact that you got the gym, and I know a lot seems forced in terms of his communication with the fighters and stuff. But
those convos look nuts still.
Yeah, they look weird. However, you just get a vibe of you've done a lot for your community, and I love that. Anytime I see a man that steps out, Mo gets my respect. Mo decided to say, you know what, with the documentary. I'm gonna shine a light on all the black comedians that have never been never had a light shined on them before. Now you already know how I give it up for Lenny Henry. I thought his one a little too late, if you ask me. You know what I mean? So when I see a man from the community make noise and shine a light and unapologetically, all you can do is say, I respect it. Yes, there's little things about you that I'm like, you should have fought Kell Brook in it. You should have. You robbed the fans of that. The fact that you're talking about Kell Brook saying he doesn't want it now is laughable to me. It's laughable. But I have to rate you. I had to rate your you done something. Your legacy is big. It's massive. You know, so he'll go down as a legend to his area and in his community for what he's done. Shout out to him. Man.
That's real. That's real. Speaking of Prince Naseem, though, I saw a clip of Naseem's son hitting the bag in the same way that his dad did, like mimicking it. But he's not in boxing clothes. He's going out shirt, jeans, shoes. But I was looking at it, and the comments are just like, oh yeah, I don't think he's going to be as good as his dad. Like, it's clear. Pressure. And I think to myself, if we go by history and what we've seen with the sons of fighters, I think the best thing for them to do is to go the Conor Benn route and stay clear of their dad. Like what we saw Eubank Jr. do, yellow shorts, jumping over the ropes, same demeanor, personality-wise, that just everything his dad did, he started doing it. Then he started to get a bit of independence and do his own thing. It's too late. You've been walking side by side with your dad everywhere, every interview, everything. Now we're only looking for Chris Eubank Sr. in you. So there's no individual performance that we don't look for individual traits. We don't accept them as individual traits. Whereas Conor Benn, cool. His dad was at his first couple fights, but distance. He wasn't just there under Nigel Benn. It was very much, I'm just carving out my own personality. And now people are getting to know him on an individual basis.
I think we can't just give, like, I want to give the flowers to Conor, but we have to, like, there's context here. Nigel Benn, he walked away from the sport, like, totally. And you see, even when we had the conversation with him, he's a different man. I don't think he wants to be around it. You know, in himself, you know, he spoke about not communicating and continuing his relationship with fighters that are his friends, you know. So there was such a level of, and that's because I think he's reached a new level of enlightenment in himself. But
you can't underestimate, he came back. The comeback was happening. Do you know what I mean? He explained to us the reason why, do you know what I mean, due to just certain things he was going through. But at the same time, like, he was around the sport again. Do you see what I'm saying? And it was back to us seeing them side by side often. But it still never took away from the fact that we see Conor Benn as an individual.
Yeah, he definitely... you're right.
Naturally, we know that Conor Benn is going to have certain advantages by being the son of Nigel Benn. But they're not pushed down our throat.
Not at all. And it's and they did it together. They did it together in terms of he stayed out of the way. Nigel did stay out of the way, and he was almost looking at Chris Eubank and like, why are you in the ring?
Give him some room. Give Eubank Jr. some room.
Yeah, that's true. That's
but now, so we look at Naseem, who's Naseem's son, who hasn't even really started yet, and straight away we're seeing, you're going down that road, it's a bit nuts. Campbell Hatton came through, same shorts, color, like the color his dad did, like the big entrance and all that kind of stuff, and they're doing the promo rollout, sitting side by side with his dad. Fam, the pressure that's on the fighter at that stage. Yeah. When we start to see you get to 9-0, 10-0, 15-0, and we're looking at, and we're like, still not really looking like Ricky Hatton.
Yeah.
The branding has done that for you. When the truth is, you could have been your own fighter, but because we're constantly having to sit side by side with you two, he's not allowing himself to develop an identity by himself.
I like those body shots though.
The nice body shots, but the package is not the same.
It's so Hatton-esque. That's the only thing.
I hear that. But suppose he doesn't want to throw those shots, but he knows those are Hatton punches. This is what we're talking about.
You're right.
When you don't, I just feel like there's a lot of pressure to recreate their dad.
Yeah, you're right.
When you could just, it doesn't have to be in the silence because you're still the son of a legend, but it still needs to be in a way where it's like, Dad's not here tonight. This is me, my trainer, my camp, and this is what we're doing. This is what we've worked on. This is how we're going to win tonight. Separate to the legacy.
I think that you should fight the same way you can fight in your dad's style until you suffer. Fight that way because that's the makeup. It's worked. Until it doesn't work, then you step out the thing. You say, all right, let me look at other ways of getting this done. So like, with the let's say with the Eubanks, he was doing this style for a minute, and it's like, wait, this didn't work, bro. You didn't get done in this area. Now we have to change it up. We have to change up the source. It's not but like I think that's the moment it happens. So if KAHN suffers a defeat, then you say, you know what, this style I need to adapt it and change it.
But the jarring thing for me is that Eubank is clearly a different type of fighter to his dad.
100%.
His dad was not a volume puncher like how Eubank sometimes is. He's still got his dad's punch, his work rate sometimes. He takes off a lot of the round like how his dad used to. But overall, they're not the same type of fighter. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't have that one-hitter quitter that his dad had. So
and he doesn't have the chin. He doesn't have
everything needs to be different. Nah, you know, I'd argue that he does.
Not the same chin, bruv.
Nah, when have you seen Eubank Jr. knocked out or wobbled?
He doesn't have
very rare, bro. No, George Groves got to him.
Yeah.
And I think he made him touchdown twice. That was not ruled as a touchdown. But at the same time, Eubank Sr. went down in his career.
No.
Actual knockdowns.
But wait, look what Eubank Jr.'s, look what Senior's been hit with.
No, I hear you, but Eubank Jr. has been hit and he's not buckled and looked nuts.
We're talking about like really, have we seen him in there with quality opponents? Like if he's in there with Triple G and takes a Triple G shot on clean and he's standing, I'll say, hey, okay, that's your dad. Because your dad would probably have been able to.
I don't know. I mean, Spike Sullivan caught him with a hell of a banger in that fight. Spike Sullivan is obviously not a top level, but he's a banger. Like he has that characteristic of a top flight guy.
But I'm trying to raise it. I'm trying to raise the stakes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I feel like I want to make a long-term bet with you right now. I bet Eubank Jr. doesn't get knocked Spark out for the rest of his career. £50.
That's official.
No one sparks Eubank Jr. out of his senses.
That's official.
Cool.
Yeah, it's done.
Cool.
It's done. Cool. I like that long-term bet.
And that doesn't include getting stopped on your feet. That doesn't include the corner rule or that I'm talking. He's out. 10 count. Wait, you didn't beat 10 count.
You got. If I get a corner throwing in a towel, you gotta let me.
He's got to not beat the 10 count.
Yeah.
That's the chin, isn't it? If man bangs you and you're down for 10.
But what if the corner saves him though?
If you get stopped on your feet, that just means you're taking too many clean shots. The referee could be like, you're still there like, rah, I'm talking knocked out. The chin, bro.
I want to make an addendum still. I want to make an addendum to that. I like everything that you said. I just don't like that thing about the corner throwing in the towel. The corner throwing the towel, bro. The knockdown.
No, but if he's not wobbled, but he's just getting outboxed to a mad degree. He's not getting knocked out, is he?
That's just a great corner sometimes. Sometimes these corner men...
the corner can save this fighter, but what I'm saying is I'm talking about the chin. I'm saying he ain't getting knocked out, bro. AJ, you'd say, okay, cool. We say AJ got knocked out by Ruiz. Yeah? No. He was up. He was still up, bro. I'm talking, you didn't beat a 10 count, bro.
This is where we part ways in the street, bro. I like this bet. I want this bet.
The bet is him not beating a 10 count, fam. As in, the shot that he took that put him down rocked his thing for so long. He's done.
AJ, listen. EG. Wait, give it to me because the streets need it as well. Give me that.
AJ. Because even Amir Khan, when Amir Khan fought Garcia, as much as everyone remembers him going down like by them crazy shots, he got stopped on his feet. He got up, beat the count. Referee said to him, "Are you ready to go?" He literally said, "Yeah, I'm ready." Because they had the camera on the referee's thing on his top. So we looked at his face and he literally went, "Yeah, I'm all right." And he said, "Nah, it's over. It's over."
That's my problem because fighters say that like certain times
but I'm telling you, by that video and the way he responded and said, "Yeah, I'm all right." He looked legit, but the referee had to just say, "I know better. It's over."
There's a guy that played that Hitzberger or something like that, German player. Bro, he played the World Cup final. Like,
yeah,
he was fully concussed. You can do incredible things, when you're not in your you just do it somehow. And he says he doesn't remember. And he asks him, he doesn't remember the minutes.
I hear you, but I'm saying the way it looked.
Problem.
He wasn't knocked out though.
Bro,
I'm talking
this guy was still in there giving challenges. Like this guy was still involved in the game, but he doesn't remember none of it.
But fam, that's funny. But you have to understand what I'm saying though, because a fighter could get concussed, go through the fight. He didn't get knocked out, did he? Yes, he's concussed. He's not knocked out.
Understand this. This is just football, yeah? This guy actually went on and lifted the World Cup. He does not remember doing that. He does not remember.
That's crazy. But you understand my point, though.
I understand your point, but I'm just like...
No one... Okay, all right, let me refine my bet so that it makes more sense.
Please.
No one is keeping Eubank Jr. down for 10 seconds for the whole of his career.
I'm taking that bet still. As much
cool.
as I thought.
£50.
£50. I'm taking it.
This is a long-term bet, so whenever his career ends...
Bet. Don't worry, we're here. Cool. I ain't getting nowhere. You ain't getting nowhere. Cool. God willing.
Cool. Yeah, amen. So, amen. God willing, fam.
God willing.
But for real, I don't see no one keeping him down for 10 seconds. No way.
And yeah, man, all the best to Conor, Benn. I really hope he gets it done. I like that stuff. I like the talking. It's such a shame. You can see the amount of regret that Conor's now trying to find that UK fight, because he would have fought. He would have fought Kelly. That's gone. That's been ruined. On the basis of just they took too long to bring these two together. You know. That should have been happened. It spoils the things, and even I want to move us into like Yarde is now back.
Bam.
Yarde is back. Tunde's back with Yarde. Well, they never left each other. I saw Tunde put up a picture, no words, just a post.
Did he put up a picture?
Oh yeah. Tunde put up a picture on thingy.
Where?
Tunde put up a picture today. Still, it's brilliant.
On his what? On his Insta?
On his let me get it. On his Insta.
Ooh.
Tunde puts up a picture, and it was nuts. No words as well.
Oh, I see. What? Just him in the gym?
Him and Yarde.
Wait, nah, bro. There's no picture on his Insta.
I saw it. Wait, where did I see this picture today? And there was bare comments.
Let me check his Twitter.
There was bare comments like it was him and Yarde. Maybe I need to check his.
Nah, fam, he must have taken it down.
Where is it? Wait, I literally saw it today, and I was like, raw.
Nah, he's taking it down. If it was up, he's taking it down.
Hold on, I've got to find it because it wasn't even a rant. And then literally the comment section was like, I'm so glad you lot of, like, I'm judging by this. I'm not being a detective, but I know, I looked at all the comments.
The thing is, obviously the pic that gave us the insight was the Ashley Field thing. He said he met them guys up in the gym, he took a picture of them, he saw them training together. So, you know, as they're fighting, he's scheduled to fight in a couple of weeks, I believe. I think that's sometime in April. If I remember correctly. But so basically, we have our
no. Let's not wait. Hold on. Because this is a victory that I would like to take, but I can't take a victory like this because you have to say to yourself, 1 second, I need to check on all platforms. Let me just go and check on thingy right now. Tunde. Let's see it. Okay. Nah, guys. Nah.
Go on.
No.
What are you telling me?
Why is it gone?
Thing is, like, okay.
Why is it gone? It was posted today. I'm not going mad. I saw it today. I read the comments. I should have screenshotted it because I saw it. And it said, I'm seeing by this. I remember a message because he didn't post anything. It was just him and a picture of AY in the gym. They were in the gym, bro. Yeah. And I read the comments. I'm seeing from this, because you know I just wanted it anyway to come back to you and get into my bag today.
Yeah.
It said, I don't need to be a magician. I mean, an inspector. Everything is fine. Someone was like, oh, just promo. I saw comments, bro. Now, why is that picture no longer there?
Don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't know what to tell you. See, it's an interesting one, bro, because maybe he took it down and maybe he didn't like the comments. Maybe he didn't like, I mean, I see, I'm looking at even on Twitter now, I'm seeing there's a lot of conversation about Yarde as well. People saying, seems like Anthony Yarde's thing with Tunde. Not everybody is incredibly against it. I see a tweet here from Rocky Ali Boxing. Shout out to Rocky Ali. He's always rocking with us as well.
Yeah.
It says, seems like Anthony Yarde is staying with Tunde. Not going to lie, if that's true, I'm pleased by it, as I like to see people who've been together for a long time stick together.
Yeah.
I hope they can get the success that they desire together. He goes, I wouldn't have been mad if Yarde had changed, if that's what you felt best, but loyalty is important, and if possible, it's better to stay together and potentially make positive changes as a team or add in some good support. Also, for me, Yarde won the fight versus Arthur. But I had Yarde, because it was a close fight, but I had Yarde winning. As long as the team stayed committed to genuine improvement, I don't see a problem. Yarde has potential, still gaining experience. I wouldn't put it past him to achieve his goals. So it's not a landslide thing where everyone says he needs to part ways.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, from what we see, we grade trainers and stuff like that by the output and the way the fighters look. So when things don't necessarily go to plan, you know, we go to the fighters, we go to the source of the game plan.
Hey, listen.
But go on, talk to me.
I finally got it.
Go on.
I haven't got the picture, but I remember it now. Even the fact that it was Tunde, Anthony Yarde, in the background, in the back, Frank Warren, all in one picture. I swear to you, I saw that today. Like, now,
so
now I'm on my speculation bag. Yeah?
Go on, hit me.
You don't take that picture down for no reason. You don't. You bro, you do not take that picture down because there's a reason you woke up this morning and said, I should post this.
You know, and the thing is about that post, it's a very cocky post as well. It's a post where it's just like, I know the conversation that everyone's having, but you see it.
Business, and that's what it says. The post says, business as usual, bro. Frank, AY, myself, this is our thing. Yeah? Don't get it twisted. That's what that picture said. And I looked at it and said, rare. Yeah. And understand me, I don't know why I didn't screenshot that, but I didn't expect it to go anywhere.
To go, yeah, of course.
Now you have to ask yourself, as speculation kings, bro, and I know you're too close to this one, and I don't really like to get into my MTK bag, yeah? But MTKG bag, yeah? But we need to speculate, bro. This is not.
All right,
you don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm taking that picture down. Was there a phone call?
Was there a phone call? Did someone advise man to just take it down, or did he say, nah, it's too soon to bring this energy to the timeline? It's a crazy one because, you know, and obviously they had their opinion, on what he should do. Yeah, everyone had their opinion on what Yarde should do.
Yeah,
right. But then really spoke the fires was Yarde doing I can hear myself still.
Can you?
What have you changed? Yeah. All right, stop this. Cool. Yeah. So what really, like I said, everybody had their opinion. But what's like started to stop the fires was Yarde on the YouTube channel.
That's what
saying that something needs to change.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an announcement about my trainer being the same guy.
Yes.
Immediately, it got real to everyone that, oh my days, a change is gonna happen, because let's be real. From the Kovalev fight, people were saying change trainer. He stayed with him, so we can assume that, okay, you're gonna stay with him. But that take made everybody go, oh my days.
Oh my days. Yeah.
Now for me, the reason why I've held my stance on things is just because when he spoke in that interview and he listed all the things that needed to change.
Yes.
That says to me that you're gonna change them.
Bro,
just listen.
Yep.
Does the trainer need to change for the things you've mentioned? Does he need to change for that to happen?
All right.
I'm not too sure it does.
Hold on.
What's your opinion of people who are saying that if Anthony Yarde is to become a world champion one day, he needs to change training?
What's next to Anthony Yarde?
Do you think within that fight you have the right instruction?
His trainer came into my room, Pat Barry, who I got a lot of respect for,
in
my room and started talking about hand injury. So I said, he didn't hurt his hand. And then we got into a little thing, things need to change. I need to make some changes. I tried to get my mind off of personal life. I had 4 deaths in my family in 6 months. I'm not gonna cry on camera. It's not gonna happen.
People say you don't have hard enough sparring. True or false?
Hear it here first.
There's going to be a lot of thinking. There's going to be a lot of discussions that have to be made or had to be had.
So, will Anthony Yarde still be coached by Tunde Ajayi to get to that world level?
Breathing for effect. Doesn't answer the question. Highlights. More highlights.
Listen.
Fade to black. Fade to black.
Listen.
Bro,
listen.
bro.
I know what you're saying. Look, listen.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
I do know what you're saying. And I'm not defending anybody here. Yeah. I'm just commentating like I see it. In that interview,
yeah,
when he broke down the sparring, the lack of high level sparring, certain things that happened and didn't happen. Those were the things I think, in hindsight, that he was talking about were needing to change. The talk about Tunde, I don't think that was ever really on the table.
There was no, listen.
There's a case for it to be on the table. There's a case for there now needing to be a new trainer. There's absolutely a case. We've had so many convos on this.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
It's not that. My thing is this, yeah? Because I remember being in the moment, and I remember, like, obviously you know me, I chat. Them lot know me, I'm the king of stirring the pot, yeah? I saw it, and I said, this is nonsense. I looked at it and I said, this is
a YouTube
nonsense.
rollout.
I said, this is a YouTube rollout. Everything about them is not this. They are Tunde, you know what his energy is. Loyalty first. Even the way he looked, how he managed O'Hara and how he stepped aside and said, yo, O'Hara, that's yours. Yeah. I'm keeping it pushing this way. So you don't get to make a VT like that video. And
a spectacle of me. You wouldn't make a spectacle of a man like that.
You don't get to do that to me, especially if our relationship is what it is. So this was just that. Now, where it starts to get interesting is if there was some truth in my I am gonna do a rollout. Because you know the reasons as to why when they ask you you're gonna change trainer and you do this one. You know why you're doing the lean back and breathe. You know why you're doing the I need to conversations need to be had. Now, I do believe, that you know when you got a family relationship, because they say it's like quite similar to father-son. There's things that you might not say to your dad that needs to be said, you just ain't said it yet. Do you see what I'm saying? So I might still travel and do my thing, and I told, no, Dad, everything's fine. Me and my dad had due a conversation, by the way. Dad, everything's fine. It's cool. Yeah. But now, this is me speculating. Dad goes all out and just like, hey, me and my son. Yeah? And I'm like, whoa, Dad, we might need to, because I might need to bring in, I'm going to bring in, I know this next camp, I'm just going to bring in Thingy just to be there. Not doing much, but I just want to be there. Picture comes down. Instagram's changed. I'm just saying. But again, I could be chatting shit. Only Tunde and AY can tell me this, but it feels strange. Yeah? That's what I'm saying.
Listen, that's funny.
It's hot.
It's a mad one. It's a mad one. Yeah, it's a hot take. It's a hot take still. It's a hot take because that swift message about the is a mad one. It's a mad one to receive, and it's also a mad one to have to send someone to take it down. It's nuts.
And it's all it is because you got to think about it. If someone deviates from the plan, everything's fine. You've been on holiday. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, we're training. Blah, 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 blah. And then after you like, and then in the comments, everyone's going in, and I'll be like, because there's a reason I leaned back and done this. I didn't make this content from nowhere. He knows why he made this content. So that it almost it holds some water. Even if it doesn't hold a lot, it holds some for you. Yeah? So you're sitting back and you had enough time to think about it. And you probably come home and said, because there's bare times, I'll say it for myself. Me and my dad need a conversation. You know it. We talk about life on this pod. Me and my dad need to talk. I love my dad. Yeah? My dad's my role model. I love him to bits. But me and my dad still need to talk about how my mum died. No one knows. Yeah? We ain't had a conversation. My dad told me my mum died and we never spoke ever again. I love my dad. I've had bare conversations with my dad. Yeah?
Yeah.
But there's a distance to when we get in it. There's a, not like there's a block, but there's a thing there. Now we can continue as normal because you're not affecting me, I'm not affecting you, and like we can still be son, we can still be father son, but then so now if my dad went all out and done something crazy where he's bringing back up, he's almost making me face trauma or face a loss or face a situation where he's involved. Now I gotta have a conversation with you and say, hey, listen, we might need to address this. Yeah? Are you with me? And it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's
because,
very, are you seeing? So it's
because obviously the in basketball they call it hoopla.
Okay.
Where it's like the conversations around this, the Kobe and Shaq, is there attention, is there this, there's that. Sometimes a man wants to say, you know, I want to step away from that. So when you post that and the comments light up with their opinions, I'm like, I don't necessarily want you to be doing the things that you were doing before, but I want you to stay. But the noise, I don't need the noise.
There you
go. That message to say, take that down. Obviously, we've made our decision to continue, but just take it down. I'm not doing that.
It's different.
Because the way, if we look at how Yarde operates, like, there's no big show. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no big shows. Like with his personal day-to-day, how he carries himself. It's very much let my hands do the talking.
Yes.
He don't talk out nobody by name. With all the bUnCE conversation, he don't disrespect bUnCE. Always shows respect to bUnCE. Shows respect to his opponents. Unless there's needle between him and the opponent, he's like, listen, I'm gonna knock him out. Is what it is. Yes. But it's never with mad venom. Yes. So when you look at the contrast of the personalities with Tunde and obviously the loud bravado, a part of you might say, I don't know if I want my name to go out like that all the time.
We need to do it different this time.
So if that's what changes, then I see that as very beneficial. Just my take on things. Because it's like, it's letting the fighter's personality lead how everything is going to go.
Well, again, it could be, as you said, it could be those two things. It could be a conversation of we're changing the approach of how I'm viewed in what you call it. And it could be, you might be more on the money. Or it could be, hey, I just want this person just here. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be doing much. I just want him overseeing and having a look. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Now,
because if you look at the circumstances, he's taken 2 key losses. All right?
Big ones.
So at this point, might just be saying, you know what? All I want to focus on is the boxing.
Yes.
I don't want to focus on what he said and what he did and what he said I'm going to be. I want to just focus on the boxing. Like how we used to. That kind of, you know what I mean? When that energy, it makes people want to take a step back and go back to when it was a better space to operate in.
Yes.
So if that's what's happened here, which I don't know, I feel like that might be it. I don't know. We'll obviously wait.
And now wait, before we end this deep dive in speculation, yeah? Imagine a world, yeah, where bUnCE's out the picture, AY's out the picture, and Craig Richards is the one that's gonna go and fight in 4 weeks for the big title. This is not how he imagined it. And Craig is my guy. It's just not what
it's very interesting.
It doesn't in a sense, you wasn't the person that was expecting, and I'll say that to Craig, you wasn't the person expected to do that, to make that jump here at this point, because these guys were being groomed. It's like almost when you see like a prince being groomed to become the king. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These men are being groomed to lead. Do you know what I mean? And then now someone else has said, hey, well, look at what's going on here. And he's usurped and said, yo, it's my time now. Everything's got to be looked at. Everything's got to be refocused. Everything's got to be addressed. We need to put these things in order. You can't just post any picture. You're not just doing that. It's not like things must be discussed. That's what I'm saying. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm just here. We're speculating.
Yeah. And it's yours crazy. I looked at the odds, yeah, for Bivol and Craig Richards, and bruv, they're not respecting Craig Richards
I'm putting
at all. Huh?
I'm putting £100 down
On Craig Richards to win.
100%. I'll lose it. I don't even care, bro. Back me.
I respect it,
bro.
I respect it.
Back me. If you're on it, listen.
First round, let's take center of the stage. Bang out. Are you on it? If you're on it, I'm on it.
Bro, we've lost £100 in worse ways. Listen.
It's so true.
Listen, certain times.
All right, let me just. I'm just gonna type it in right now. Yeah, just to show you what it looks like. All right, £100. Guess man, a clean bag straight back.
I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If you want to be brave and live on the edge with me, join me in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it. Fuck it. Excuse my language. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. And it's gonna, and that live, yeah, again, can you imagine that live when we know me?
The intense, fam. Do you know how bad it is? Do you know how bad it was here? When I was, because I bet on the FRAMPTON fight.
Yeah.
Brother, if man got to round 7, yeah, because I thought that like I wasn't betting heavy in it. I put a couple spreads on the thing in it. So I was like, I bet on Herring to win, and then there's like a boosted bet on 7 to 12. Anybody getting knocked out 6 to 1. I said, what? Jumped in there heavy. I was like, that one there's gonna get me a couple bills, bro. Man stopped him in the 6th, fam. All I'm feeling is like, raw, like you're gonna violate my bet.
Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying to you is, I'm doing it, and I'll just treat myself to a PlayStation and other stuff.
How's Craig Richards getting it done?
He's getting it done.
Points, stoppage.
If we need points, we'll got points, but I think it's stoppage. It's mad. I just feel it. And again, cool. There's a lot of Bredrinness. There's Bredrinness in there, but
the Bredrin Bias.
The Bredrin Bias is real, but I just
very real, bro.
I just feel it. I feel that again.
It had me rooting for O'Hara to beat Josh Taylor. I was standing outside Amsterdam Station, just freshly arrived, watching the fight on my phone.
Yeah,
livid, bro. Livid.
He's over, bro. I think he's been overlooked. He's been underrated in areas, and he's a problem. He is a problem.
I agree. Like, he's definitely been overlooked. He's definitely a problem.
He's a problem.
The only thing that's against his name is the fact that people, and everyone's gonna feel like it's a step too far. But it's up to him at this point to prove us wrong. And
sometimes you got to jump, fam. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. It's Bredrin Bias. It's real.
I want to see him do it so bad, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see him do it, man.
Hey,
listen.
Yeah, go on.
What are we saying?
I'm happy still.
Yeah,
I felt like that was I felt like
I enjoyed that deep dive.
Yeah, the deep dive was real. We needed that.
We're gonna see this thing on board because there's a BT card that's due to take place on the 24th. Yeah. Which Yarde and Callum Johnson was not officially scheduled, not fight poster, but Frank was basically saying he wants them to come back out. You know what I mean, and get back to action on those cards. So we'll see who's in the corner. We'll see what the corner looks like.
See if the corner's changed. We'll see. There'll be a lot more footage that we get to break down and look at. But
let's just to throw a plot twist out there. Yarde goes out, looks reformed, but it's still Tunde. What are you gonna say then?
Flowers. All I'm asking for from Yarde from the camp is to show that he's superior. That's all I've kind of ever wanted. I said I'm gonna give Yarde 5 fights before I really speak on his name, just out of respect for Tunde being the first person on our pod. And Yarde, I like him. I like his story. I like the fact that he's coming back from. We all can relate to death and losing family members. Do you know what I mean?
It's real. It's real.
I relate to his story a lot. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's the Bredrin Bias. I was hoping that his light just shines and shines. So then when we have the BUNCEE fight, it's a mega fight. Do you know what I mean? Him losing doesn't help us, in a sense. When I say us, I'm talking Team BUNCEE.
You and BUNCEE.
Do you know what I mean? it doesn't help us. We want him to win. We want him to be a household name, so that fight builds up and stuff. But so I need him to win. I need him to look good. You know what I mean? And hopefully he does. You know, but again, if it's the same old, he's just got to have the real conversations with himself. But maybe there's changes because the picture's down.
But we'll see, man. I'm still Team Yarde, fam.
Anyway, let me ring the bell.
Hey, man. Calm.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.
I liked it still.
Yeah, same.
I liked it. Very nice, very clean.